Good morning. I have things around my house that I really cherish and really enjoy. Some of them I don't even know where I got. This one, I'm pretty sure came from Indiana. I'm pretty sure I bought it in Indiana. And from the looks of it, I probably got it at one of those tourist traps. When you go to I don't know, the Smoky Mountains or someplace, there's always um, touristy shops, and from the looks of this, that's probably where I got it. But what it says is, "See, I will not forget you. I have carved you on the palm of my hand." Isaiah 49:15. And I was thinking, it's by my door as I go out the door. So every time I go out the door, I kind of get a glimpse of that, and I remember that I'm in the palm of God's hands. So open up your hands and look and see what you have in your hands. To me, it kind of looks like, I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like a great big large M. All I see is squiggly lines. But that's not the way it is with God. When He opens up His hands, He sees your name. He knows you. He cares for you. He loves you. Sometimes I think we forget that we are written in God's hands, that on the palm of His hands is your name. He knows everything you're going through. He knows every emotion you have. He knows the things you're saying, the things that you're doing. He knows you from the inside out because He's got you in the palm of His hand. So nothing. Sometimes when we open up things, and like for instance, sand will like flow through our hands. Water will flow through our hands, but God doesn't. His fingers are closed. Nothing is going to go get through those fingers, including you. And I wonder sometimes what would happen if we wrote Jesus on the palm of our hands. And when we open them up, we see Jesus. What would our thoughts be? What would that look like if we carried Jesus as much as He carried us through the day? Wouldn't that be amazing? The other thing I was just thinking of is um, I just said that as God opens His hands, or as we open our hands, whether it's water, whether it's sand, whatever it is, things can flow through, and we can let go of things. When our fingers are closed like this, it's hard to let go of things. And I've heard this before, and I absolutely love it. Um, when we are got our hands closed and we are grasping, there are things that we grasp in our hands, whether it's money, whether it's possessions, whether it's children, whatever it is. We grasp onto those things so hard and so tight that we don't let loose. And sometimes God calls us to open our hands and let loose of those things so that He can bless us with even more things, with even sweeter things. Um, those times that He needs, we hang on to anger, we hang on to hate, bitterness. We hang on to those things sometimes. We want revenge. We hang on to those sometimes. And I think about God opening His hands and asking us to open our hands and let those things go so that He can fill our hands, our hearts, and our lives with love. So that's our lesson for today. And again, I want to show you this, and I want you to see the hand, and I want you to picture your name written on the palm of Jesus's hand. And know that's exactly where you are today. No matter what you're going through today, what you will be going through, what happens, you will always be, your name will always be in the palm of God's hands, and He will be with you no matter what goes on today. So if there's doubt that comes in, if fear comes in, just remember you're in the palm of God's hands, And maybe he's got it closed so that he can't let go, but he will never, never let you slip through his hands. Dear Lord, I thank you for this message. Thank you for the reminder that you are in our hands, or that we are in your hands. Thank you for that reminder. Thank you that you know what's going to happen today and that you will be with us throughout the entire day. Dear Lord, there are times that you have called us to open our hands and to release whatever we are grasping onto so tight. Whether it's anger, hurt, frustration, whatever it is, there are times that we need to open up our fists and let those things go and let those just flow through our fingers so that our hands will be open and you can bless us with whatever it is you want to bless us with, whether it's more love, more self-confidence, more self-assurance, whatever it is, dear Lord, that you have for us. So help us to, number one, open our hands and let go. And as we let go and open our hands, let us look down and see and let it be a reminder that our names are in your hand. In all these things we pray. Amen.